Hey, what's up, people? Welcome back to Stars Boys Podcast. I'm Jacob, and I'm here with...
Me.
Who's me?
Me. Me.
Why do you sound like one of the fucking ducks from fucking, with a my?
My.
What movie is that from?
Finding Nemo.
That's right, yeah, I was gonna say that, but I wasn't for sure. My? That's why you sound like the fucking ducks from Finding Nemo.
Well, hello.
I think that's what my brain sounds like sometimes. It's my.
That's what your brain sounds like?
That's what I can imagine it sounding like from the shit that I think about. If it was like just nonsense, it would just be like, my. I don't know.
And my mind's getting dirty.
Wait, yo. We're only 1 minute in and you're already going down in the fucking sewer? What the fuck?
The gutter.
I know it's the gutter, but...
Which, I mean, if it's going down a... I'm not going to talk about that.
Going down the shitter. Anyways, welcome back to Stars Boys Podcast. This is episode 154.
Yes, 154.
We're in 2025 now. Well, I haven't seen you since last year.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, that wasn't even that long ago, bro. What are you talking about?
That's the point of the joke.
That's the point of the joke.
That's kind of the point.
Shit. Fell right in that one.
I could have seen you like yesterday, and New Year's Day I would have been like, I haven't seen you since last year.
Those ones, I'm just like, you're correct.
They'll be like, oh, I'll make sure to see you last year. I'll show you. I haven't seen you since last year. Then then down the road it will really be, I haven't seen you since last year.
Like, you're right, but you hate they're right because it's really annoying because it's really just been one day. But
yeah,
time's a concept, and we made it up so we could understand it, and well, not understand it, but.
Well, someone made a freaking.
What was the main event? I know it was like nice to keep track of time. I know like one of the first ever like clocks ever was like the sundial. Do you know what that was?
I do not actually.
Really? Wow. See? And he's the one that just recently graduated.
Barely.
Yeah. Took a time or two too.
I took 5th grade twice.
But yeah, no, it's hard.
I couldn't get it right the first time.
Okay, I poked at it, he unleashed it. So
and that's how I make fun of myself too. So I laugh at myself a lot. So.
But
You can't even think.
what were we talking about?
Fucking the first clocks were like sun.
Oh, sundials. Yeah, sorry. Sundials. So what they were, what these people did is they literally made like some sort of like a clock like on the ground. Mm-hmm. So it'd be like just a circle with these very like parallel diagonal lines, like pretty straight, and kind of be like different parts of the day. Well, they how would it have to be? Because it had so it had like a blade, but specifically placed in the center of it. It's like when the time the sun came around, that point would point to what time of day it was.
Oh shit!
So that's like one of the first ever like clocks.
What's actually crazy about
and that was like thousands of years ago. So where we're trying to keep track of time.
What's actually crazy about that is that I remember, it wasn't too long ago, but I was still like fairly young. Mm-hmm. I would remember like especially during the summertime, like I would try to guess, like even without knowing what that was, I would try to guess what time it was based on where the sun is placed in the sky. So, like, if it was, like, directly up from, like, where I was standing outside, like, if it was, like, directly above me, I'd be like, oh, yeah, it's noon. And then I'll check my phone, sure as shit, it's noon.
Yeah.
So, like, without even knowing what that was, that's crazy that I used to try to tell time without actually trying to look at it just by looking at the sun. Without knowing what that was either, so that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, well, like, that's how people eventually started thinking about time and be like, oh, okay, we got half of the day left. And then, oh, crap, it's getting dark. Like, if you think about it, like, just like the movie The Croods, the cavemen, like, as soon as they went nighttime, they probably did hide because they probably weren't, there was a lot of the bigger shit. They weren't they weren't at the top of the food chain like we are. And the only reason we are at the top of the food chain is because freaking of our brains.
Yeah.
If we just had our bodies, dude, oh my, you really think we can take off? Dude, a deers would whoop our ass. Like
we would be the deers in the headlights.
Yeah, exactly. Like if we were if we were maybe even if we had the brains of apes, we would be okay. But like,
well, isn't there theories that like humans are basically apes, or like there's theories
now
that
if we didn't de-evolve, if we were like we are now, and dumb as fuck, and like couldn't use our brain, and we were like animals and deers, like, yeah, we would not last long because our bodies are not like it. Now, you go back to when, Neanderthals and humans, first species, were around, like, you got to think about it, you know what I mean? Like, the type of weather they had to handle, and they didn't know how to make clothes. Right? Yeah. They were literally just hairy and bare, right? Like Bigfoot type people, you know what I mean? So you had they track it back in time. You actually had Neanderthals and humans species around the same time.
Huh.
So we didn't de-evolve from Neanderthals to humans. Like, there was Neanderthals and humans somehow like came around the mix too.
Huh. Interesting.
Because there's actually, like, if you look into it a little bit, like, you can think that Neanderthals and humans used to fight against each other.
Right, yeah.
But I think they got along, and they had babies together. Huh. And I think that's kind of the people, you know what I mean, that evolved into today's.
Yeah.
It's weird to think about how evolution and shit.
Like, I remember, like, being like, does that mean that, like, humans on Earth, like, in some way are, like, related because of, like, how did, like, human life expand?
Well, it has, you know what I mean? The story always starts with two. Well, that's what I'm saying, too. So if you believe it, like, I don't know if I want to stir the pot with that one.
Oh.
Should I get, you know my point on religion.
Yeah, I mean, freaking, I've made jokes about religion.
Okay, so like, the Bible is full of incest.
Yeah.
Full Adam and Eve are, like, the same, and then, like, how do you make more kids after that when all they are siblings? Get busy. We gotta make more of us. Unless they were somehow, you know what I mean? Like, there was somehow more humans spaced out, and that's how we spread. I don't know, but...
Damn, shit, that means Alabama...
But that's what I'm saying. If you believe in the Bible, and it was the Adam and Eve start, like... Damn, Adam and Eve might have been technically two separate, but they're... I don't know how you would go on with that.
So does that mean Alabama's old-fashioned, then?
Alabama's old... Oh... Yeah.
Like, fuck your sister.
Well, I'm wondering, like, dude, like, think about that. So there's got to be a reason why so many weird people think that's normal or think that's okay, right? Because it's been going on for fucking ever.
Yeah, since, right? Like
since the beginning of time.
Yeah,
it's been going on. So that's the only thing that makes me sense. Like, okay, like, that makes a little sense just because, like...
It makes me wonder, how do they think they discovered that?
But I'm just wondering, like, yeah. But now if you do it, like, your kids are fucked up. You know what I mean? Sorry. Not trying to, you know what I mean? You do you, I guess.
They become, like, disabled or some shit.
No, but that's not, isn't that a thing? I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
Yeah.
Unless that's a made-up lore, but I'm pretty sure you, like,
it's like something of one genetic with the same genetic. It's like,
No, I was going to say, no, because I'm pretty sure it's like, you... Oh, no, yeah. There's freaking shows of them, yeah. You freaking see that, yeah.
It's like pouring... It's probably not going to make any sense, but it's like pouring a glass of milk and then pouring more milk. It's just it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But then when you mix it up a little bit, be like, oh, chocolate syrup, put it together. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why I thought of it like that.
Anymore. I don't know if that was the best example. I don't know if that was the best example. But, I mean, yeah. But, yeah. I mean, it probably started like that. Going away. But where I was going with that before it took a incestual turn.
That's what this podcast is all about, is random ass,
right,
partially controversial conversations. But one thing I do like to point out when we get into conversations like that is that, like, we're not plotting them as, like, saying that, like they're, like, factual. It's just, like...
We have no clue. And
we have no clue. It's just based off the theories from what we're able to figure out from what we do know, basically.
And we're not dumb either. We don't believe everything that's fucking
told. We're not deers in the headlights, at least most of the time anyway.
Right.
We
got common sense, at least. We got that. We're not no bookworms, but we got common sense.
Fucking, is mayonnaise an instrument?
And history... mayonnaise an instrument. History is actually really good. You should look into it.
Yes.
And the real history, too, before they really start trying to ripperate.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, is that,
start telling you fake shit, because they like to do that. Or maybe not tell you fake shit, they just don't tell you the whole truth, which that is factual.
Yeah, because they may tell us, like, the things that have happened, but, like, how certain things ended isn't the way they actually ended. Like, me and, like, this was like a conversation that fucking me and Hunter got into last week, was, like, the whole thing with, like, for examples of, like, Michael Jackson, but if we're going to history terms, I'm going to say the name again, sorry, hopefully it doesn't get, I won't make this a clip because I got a TikTok that got muted for just saying the name, but Adolf Hitler, saying that he killed himself. But there are theories about, like he ran off to Argentina.
Dude, no, I just...
Claiming that he died on April 30th, I think, of 1945.
And that's weird. Why would you mute his name out? That's so weird. It's a historical figure. You should... I understand it's not a figure you want to follow. You should never want to follow someone like that. He was very...
It's only TikTok.
I don't know. I don't want to give an excuse. But, I mean, like, if you didn't do what he told you to do, you were, like, dead. You know what I mean? So I could kind of see, like, why people felt like they had to do what he said. But at the same time, you also today, you still have those very sick people that do believe in those beliefs. Yeah. I actually probably just learned something, and I don't know how true it is. It's just heard. I haven't really done my own research on it, but I heard possibly the royal family is actually the same family of Adolf Hitler. They just changed their last name.
Huh.
So the Brit for your royalties and all that, apparently that's... And I've heard that off and on, but it was not a lot, like, whole detail in it. And then I heard that, and I was like, that... Because they're racist. They do not... If you're not white, it's been proven. Go look at freaking... I don't know. I'm not a big freaking media dude, but the last, like, young prince that's not now obviously not a part of it because he left because he doesn't agree with all that bullshit because he loves his wife and they don't. And if you don't know about that, you go do research on the royal family. That shit's crazy. So it's not just America; it's the whole world. The whole world's freaking.
Gotta keep it strong within the bloodline.
I mean, they're not wrong. At least they get to marry outside. You know what I mean? At least that would be no.
Yeah. Oh, man. Anyways,
enough of that.
Yeah. Freaking, where was I going with that? We started talking about, like, the beginning of time, and... Oh, yeah, the Croods. Fucking, I don't know why, but I think his name, the son, Thunk. He was my fucking favorite in that movie. Well, because, like, when Guy is, like, demonstrating what a brain is, and then he draws out an outline of Thunk, and then draws an outline of himself, but him with a brain, and then Thunk just like looks at his own portrait, and he's like, "Dad, I don't have a brain."
I remember that. Dad, I don't have a brain. That's really funny.
Then the whole thing with the dog, the Douglas, freaking tells him to roll over. He falls off that cliff, and then he's like, "Good boy, Douglas."
I'm sorry I told you to roll to your dad.
Oh, man.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I forgot about those parts. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie in a long time either. It's crazy because I think it's as old as like Frozen and like those movies. Like, I think they're like
it has to be right around there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then this, I'm not sure how to feel about the second Cruise movie, because not only is like
I don't know if I actually watched
the whole like setup, like the animation and like the cast is so fucking different compared to the first movie.
Really?
But like I heard like a lot of people liked it, but I wasn't sure how to feel about it because like the animation was different, the voice actors were different. It's like, in my opinion, like if you're gonna make a sequel in the movie, it's gotta be the same setup as was before to keep the realism.
Especially if you freaking do one like when it's not right after, but a little after this first one, where it's still the same like lifespan and stuff. Yeah, freaking. Right. Excuse me, I'm an old man. Sorry.
Also,
working man here. It's a Friday night.
Yeah.
We partied. We went to Red Robin and stuffed our tummies, and now I'm full.
Stuffed as a Thanksgiving turkey.
Stuffed as a Thanksgiving turkey.
Oh, man. Freaking. I don't even know what else I was gonna freaking. Yeah, but this is another last minute episode. You guys are saying it's like the night before. No. This is being recorded. We recorded the night before.
Yes, recorded the night before. I was
Yeah.
like, he's actually pretty good about this one. He gave a good amount of heads up.
Yeah.
He's getting better.
Yeah. Well, I always make sure, like, because I sometimes I.
Growing up.
Yeah. But I always mess up as like between uploads on my main channel, but like it's crazy how like the podcast really has turned into the main priority.
Yeah.
Even though when it was the other way around before,
But
when we were starting this out, but then
it's fun though too.
Yeah.
So no problem.
Yeah. Oh man, kind of freaking. What else was I gonna say?
No, you're good.
Well, yeah, I know, but I don't want like. I want to get in the habit of like being like good, just like carrying on a conversation for like an entire hour, because there's podcasts that they keep rolling with the conversation, and I just don't want to sit here being like,
have you heard about the fucking California fires?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
Mm.
Fucking 90-mile fucking winds, hurricane level winds, and you got a fire. That's like burning cities. You're just like, how? That's crazy.
Mm.
But that just shows you, man, that fucking fires. So, like, okay. Well, here's another gonna be another
Controversial.
There you go. Thank you.
Damn, I'm usually the better one about speaking English.
I'm tired, bro. I used my brain today and my body today.
In the beginning.
In the beginning, there were two people, and now they're all obedient, and we are all dumbasses, and still keep doing the same stupid shit. Yeah. Anyways, the fires. So like, here's another like topic that is like very like, for some reason, like, I mean, for some reason argumentative. So I believe, don't get me wrong, I definitely believe like there's something past the government, if not past the government, at least past like, the president, all that stuff. And, and they're not good people, they're evil, and it's the rich and the poor, and they're only going to think about them and their money. They don't give a fuck about us.
Yeah.
They have shown that time and time again, and we still keep going and buy their shit and don't stand up to them, and they're going to keep fucking doing it unless we decide to all like at least stand together and do something about it. But
well, like someone made a point about
it's hard to, because like you have so many people that believe like they're doing the right thing, then you have so many people that believe that they're not doing the right thing. It's like, how the fuck did we get here? Like, we're so divided, but that's exactly what they want.
Yeah.
Because we all know this, divided we're not as strong. But if we all, dude, yeah, I say this point all the time. If we all decided like not to do what they want us to do. Like, if we all, like, decided, like, hey, like, make a stand because, like, we're tired of this. We need to be, you know what I mean? It's not a free country anymore.
Well, because, like...
It's never been, almost.
Well, because, like, I feel like as far as, like, not trying to get into the parties, but I feel like... I'm not saying this is factual because I'm, I don't know.
It's hard to nowadays with AI and all this shit, dude. Like,
but I feel like a lot of like how society is nowadays is because of government. And like how like they forced us over think about
everything, dude.
But like think about, I'm not trying to like,
we let it happen. Okay, so it's not everything. We let it happen.
Yeah.
We let it happen. We let it get this way.
I'm not trying to like make it my points on like which party I'm like. I'm not trying to do any of that. Like, I'm not claiming anything. I'm just putting this out there because it's just it's out there. Like you can look for it if you really think about it. But specifically, the Democratic Party, basically how like they like allow all these things, especially for like, for example, like the whole thing with like, like being able to like for other genders to play, like for boys to play female sports and all that kind of stuff, and like the whole thing with like LGBTQ and all that kind of stuff. I feel like they forced it onto like this new like that like people. I don't know how to put it necessarily, but like they basically made part of society believe that like, these things is what better for our country, when they make the touchy subjects seem like an important thing just for them to look like the good guys. You know what I mean?
I get that.
Because
but here's the thing, the reason why people don't like that is just because and yes, they are just like in every fucking group in existence, you're gonna have evil fuckers.
Yeah.
You have evil gay, trans, all that. You're gonna have bad people no matter what fucking gender you are. They're all out there, okay?
Yeah.
So yes, there are some twisted motherfuckers that use that as advantage of being very sexually wrong to other people. Yes, that is true. But so do straight men. Okay? The most freaking times that fucking something happens is from a family member to another family member.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's usually from fucking men. So don't be giving me, trans do all that. Fuck you. We're no better. We're worse. Okay? Like, here's another stat. Fucking go look up who does more school shootings. Is it white? Is it freaking men or women? Okay? It's men. And then look at, it's... You can go down. You can argue about it all you want. It's fucking stats. Just go fucking look at it. Like, we are. Yes, we are the testosterone guys. We fucking, you know what I mean. Like, the guys are women. Think about it a little more clearly. Sometimes, you know what I mean. Yes, you have. Like I said, with everybody, you're gonna have your evil ones. Yes, but I'm just saying, there's a reason why women scientifically mature faster than men. Men don't mature until we're 35. We're not fully grown till we're like 30. Women are usually fully grown at the age of 16 to 18, and then they mature by the age of 26. 9 years before a man does. So there's a reason. So they do think about stuff a little bit differently than us. We can't just throw everything we have. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to listen to it. Like, if you're going to be dumb, I'm not going to fucking listen to you. Like, it don't matter who you are.
Shut up, bitch.
Okay, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. No,
God, this
like,
reminds me.
unless they, unless they really deserve it, then go ahead and whip it at them. Equality.
This takes me
but,
back
like,
to the whole thing with the election a few months back. But someone made a fucking joke about Kamala Harris.
Mm-hmm.
Someone was making a whole rant of like, oh, like why we haven't had a female president at all in history.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone just made a smart ass comment. I was saying, Kamala, it's called the White House for a reason.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm just like, oh my god.
No, that is because
I thought it was gonna be like super sexist or something.
It is literally
but, like,
it was super, but it's the only one. Yeah.
Like I was expecting it.
But also here's another thing: the only times Trump has ever won as president is when every time he's gone against a woman. He went against an old ass fucking white dude and got his ass beat. Like,
yeah, and then look where that brought us.
Hey, no, don't get me wrong, but like that man has already gone back on like half the shit he said he could do because he found out he has no power over it.
Yeah,
which we all knew because
not only that, every time we'd have a president.
The president doesn't do everything. By the way, I hope you go look at that.
Yeah, but freaking. Like, even when he would talk.
All presidents are puppets. I don't give a fuck who you are. All presidents are puppets. And the ones that don't try to are the ones that get iced.
Am I a muppet?
Yeah. No, like the presidents that don't listen, you've seen them. They fucking, boom.
Yeah.
Assassinated. The people, yeah.
Shots JFK, anyways.
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
Are those the only two? No, there's gotta be another.
No, there's more. I just can't think of them right now. I just feel like Abraham Lincoln and JFK are like the most.
Well, because I think they're like the most impactful.
Yeah.
Well, not the most impactful, but like low key, those are probably 3 of our greatest presidents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because you got George Washington was probably he had that.
Speaking of presidents,
the founding fathers, you know what I mean, the one that made the country and are probably very disappointed if they saw how it was today or like. I don't know.
Could you imagine George Washington looking down like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, but I have a theory that George Washington was
the one that
he was already part of the group and dude,
right.
Okay, here's the thing. All right, I'm telling you, these guys have been evil for a long fucking time. Long time. The whole Illuminati group, like the all-seeing eye in the pyramid and the triangle.
Right.
You can track that down back to Egyptian times.
Damn.
Go look. There's a fucking knowing all Egyptian eye that, of course, has its swirls, like they with their arts and stuff. But it's an all-seeing eye, and they will put a triangle around it sometimes.
Huh.
Back in 5,000, however 10. I don't know how long Egyptian time is supposed to be. Like. So you're telling me from that time, and now on our dollar bills, we have a pyramid with an all-seeing eye.
Yeah.
And you go through it, and then you go all these celebrities doing this and this and that and all that and all that, dude. Like this, come on, man, dude. So another thing too that's connected with that, like being the same, is so the Knights Templar. Do you know who they were?
Sounds familiar.
I know a little bit. I don't know a lot. I do know they were like a holy army, pretty much, and they like went and actually like searched for like holy relics, like godly relics and stuff like that. And apparently, they found some and like kept them and like, probably grew, ended up growing greedy. They're very holy men. I don't think they didn't get it fairly. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like they definitely, you know what I mean? Like they killed and did whatever they could to freaking get that. Well, you track it down, the fucking Knights Templars end up turning into the Freemasons.
Oh shit.
Which isn't that a very common thing right now? It's a G. So their symbol is a G with a fucking like compass over it.
Oh shit.
Okay. It's literally the same G of the Google symbol. It could just be coincidence. Same thing with the Chrome one being 666. You know what I mean?
Don't know anything. Google it.
Right.
Yahoo.
Oh, I don't know if this one's true. Here's another one. Sorry, I'm a big conspiracy nut.
Oh, no, he is.
Yeah, so here's another one. So, there's a statue. I can't. It's been a while since I've seen it. I could pull up a TikTok and probably just show it. But there's a statue. There's supposed to be a statue of Lucifer. Okay, and the statue of Lucifer is like, he's a humanoid, right? He looks like a fallen angel, pretty much. You know, he has this human body, but he's got his wings. He's sitting on like this. I think it looks like a crumbled pillar, like a Greek pillar. You know what I mean? Like if you like the Rome, the temples and all that, like those fancy pillars, look like a crumbled down pillar. He was sitting on it. His freaking ankle had a chain on it, and it looked like it was linked to something. And then there was a bitten apple next to his foot. So that's the apple that Adam and Eve bit. Oh. Right? So that was next to his foot. He had a crown in his arm, and on the crown it had seven pretty much just seven, the crown, just 7 rounds, jewels, whatever you want to call it, just 7 little items that go up around it. Well, you go look at the Statue of Liberty,
which is a gift from France.
You go look at the foot. It has a chain on it. It's broken free, but there's a chain on it. You go look at the crown. The crown has 7 things on it.
Oh, yeah.
And it is also holding the torch in the air. Right? It's holding the torch in the air. Lucifer is the angel of light. He's the archangel of light. Like, he was God's right-hand man before he supposedly, like, there's a lot to that, too. Yeah. I honestly, you can go looking at Satanism. You can go look into it. Let's actually now you can be a satanic worshiper. Satanism is different from being satanic. Satanic is fucking the sacrifices and all that shit. Sell your
soul to the devil.
Yeah, it's like, but Satanism is a little different. It's kind of weird. But anyways, fuck. I lost my track. What did I mention before I mentioned the Satanism?
Lucifer.
Oh, right. Yeah, statue of Lucifer. Anyways, so you had the torch. He was the archangel of light, right? Says that in the Bible. There's drawings of it. And then where is the fucking Statue of Liberty at? New York, right? What is New York called? What is
the city that never sleeps?
No, they call it the big.
Oh, fucking. The big what? Fuck.
It's a fruit.
Huh?
It's a fruit.
A fruit?
I mentioned it earlier. It's on the Lucifer statue. That I told you about. It's next to his foot.
Oh, an apple.
The big apple.
The big apple, yeah. That's right.
It's called the Big Apple. So,
and that's where the most national tragedies happen too.
And it's also, yeah. Yeah. And then also, it's like where Wall Street is where most, like, it's like, I think it's like there's a place in LA, California, but that's Wall Street's like the second most money making area in the country. So like, possibly, I don't know.
I mean, this is gonna be like kind of like a smart ass comment, but like thinking back to like a lot of like the companies that have like their logo is based off something like for instance like Apple. Like the bite into the apple, like the phone brand, yeah.
Jesus.
Like that and freaking
this motherfucker.
Yeah, and like what's another one? Apple is one. Trying to think of another one that has like a logo to it that has like some that like can resonate with like something like bad. But like yeah, for instance,
there's a few.
Yeah, like I can't think of it right now, but for Apple, the phone company, as an example, with a bite into the apple. I'm just like, with all these different companies that are like having logos of like freaking like bad things. I'm just waiting one day for someone to create a company that'll have like the logo of like the planes going to the Twin Towers.
And that has already happened.
Like like freaking like that or like some.
Which, by the way, that was freaking planned, and we did that. That wasn't no attack.
Yeah.
Sorry, we get ourselves into shit so we can make money.
Yeah.
This is a country made from war, and that how it will continue making money until we do something about that too.
Someone made a freaking meme that like they said that like they were gonna go back in time and like like let like the people in New York know that like like about 9/11 happening to like to kind of like avoid it happening again or whatever. But like he like says like what's gonna happen, but then he smirks and then you just hear like a gun click. And then someone in the comments was like, I mean, technically, in a way, you are saving them from 9/11. Oh, wait, no, he was saying that, like, okay, I need everybody to freaking, there's, like, there's, like, a huge flood coming into, like, New York, and, like, the only way to avoid it is going to the very top of the Twin Towers. Jesus. And then he fucking smiles. And it was like on September. Okay, because it went like this. It's like he goes back in time and it's like, what's the date? And the guy's like, oh, it's September 10th, 2001. And then I was like, okay, tomorrow there's gonna be like a huge hurricane coming through and it's gonna cause a huge flood. And the only way to survive is you go up to the very top of the Twin Towers. And then he just fucking smiles. I'm like, that is so fucked.
You can go back in time, and that's what you decided to do with it?
Just kill more people that like.
Jesus, man. It's already bad enough.
It's like there's so many jokes about it now. Like even 23 years later, there's like so many jokes about it now.
Oh yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. Terrible, horrible thing.
Like especially with
still watching the videos now back on it, you're still like, holy crap. Yeah. But like,
well, like it's the same. Like it's like the same thing with like the Holocaust. Someone made a meme that like like women say that men can't cook, and it's like a thing of Gordon Ramsay, two other guys, and then on the bottom right is fucking Hitler. I'm like, that's so bad.
Yeah.
Well, and like a little bit ago, I came across a video like about the California fires, and these two chicks literally took a video after the fires, and was like taking a tour of like welcome to my crib when everything else was like burnt down. To Chris, they're just walking like just like where their house used to stand. It was like oh like making a joke like oh like this is here, that is here, and then someone commented like, very nice place you got here. I really do like the fireplace in every single room.
That's so bad. Jesus. I really like the fireplace in every single room. But yeah, no, that's pretty crazy.
And what's so weird too, like in the background there was this burnt tree, but like it was like an orange tree or something, but like all the oranges on the tree were perfectly fine. Everything else on the tree was unfazed. It's like, what the fuck?
Interesting.
Man,
I'm interested in seeing the aftermath of it. But yeah, dude, that's crazy. It's sad though, because it's like instantly. Yeah. People are getting freaking. Did you see like they got stuck on the highway and people had to leave their cars because how fast the fire was coming. Mm-hmm. And the firemen had to freaking get a bulldozer to fucking plow through the cars so they can get to the fire. Yeah. But the firefighters can't even freaking spray the water out, dude. They can't even get the fire out with the water because even with how much freaking pressure those fire extinguisher, the fire hoses have, the fucking water is getting blown straight back at them. Yeah. Because you're having over 90 mile per hour winds. Those are that's like stage 2 hurricane winds, dude. Like, or stage 1, whatever. Stage 1 maybe. But still, I'm like, holy fuck. And then you have a fire on top of that. Like, yeah. No bueno.
And at that point, I'll be like, okay, I'll finally experience what the Jews felt.
Mm-hmm. Oh, anyways, yeah, I remember how that whole controversial freaking topic was going to start. I was going to talk about global warming. Well, bringing up to that, so I like. Now, here's the thing to where you can scientifically, yes, we are. I don't know to the extent of like being able to actually kill the planet. I don't think we can kill the planet. We will kill us on the planet if we keep going. Absolutely. We're not going to kill the planet. The planet's going to be fine after we're gone. It'll probably thrive. You know what I mean? It's sad to say it, but during COVID, we were shut down for 2 weeks, and the planet was probably the healthiest it's ever been in fucking hundreds of years. You know what I mean? And like, we saw it. We know what we can do, and we just keep fucking ignoring it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, when COVID... Yes, don't get me wrong. Like, I get being locked down sucks. I'm not saying fucking be locked down, but just shut the shit down for 2 weeks. Have the only thing available be fucking, like, the hospitals, right? And the fucking... your homes.
Yeah.
Plan to have food for that. Like, I know, like... not everybody's going to be able to do it, but if most of the country did it, especially your big cities where you can do that, you know what I mean? Like, we shown the government will give out fucking stimulus checks to help out if needed, you know what I mean? Like, they could probably do it during that time to help get food, prep for it. We're just going to have everybody chill for 2 weeks. You did that once a year. I mean, I'm sure that, I hope that would help. I don't know. But anyways, like going back to it, like, so what is, do you know the number one color that attracts the sun?
Black.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Where are all your roads colored as?
Black.
Okay. Right? So now your entire planet almost is covered by that shit now.
Yeah.
Other than, you know, your third world countries and shit like that. Everywhere else, you got fucking black pavement. If not, you got concrete. Concrete is probably, if not more absorbent than fucking the black pavement is just as absorbent.
Yeah.
And what do we make? Look at all the buildings around. Fucking concrete. All your freaking garage, huge ass garages, your big ass buildings, like concrete, glass. I mean, the windows, you know what I mean? That attracts heat and reflects it, you know what I mean? That reflects it across the ground and the planet still, you know what I mean? It doesn't go anywhere else. It still hits it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, solar panels, been thinking about that. I'm like, fuck, dude, are those even useful? Because you go around a solar panel. I mean, I'm sure you do more. There's more research into it. I'm sure they are beneficial. It's just like, fuck, though, dude. It's like, I've gone to solar panel fields, and it could be, you know, spring. It just got rain literally 2 hours ago, and it don't matter. Those solar panels up there, everything around them's fucking dead. Like, you're like, the grass is dead and all that shit. Like, nothing grows around them because it tracks heat 24/7. I mean, when the sun's up, obviously, not 24/7, But yeah, so I'm just saying, like, hey, like, that's common sense, you know what I mean? You don't even gotta do really science for that. We know that just from going to basic school. You know that, like, that's why we have the solar panels black. It's because it attracts the sun the most. You know what I mean?
This is hot. This is cold.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
that reminds me of a fucking joke. Hold on. Hold up. Like, it goes, which is faster, hot or cold?
Which is faster?
Yeah, hot or cold?
I don't know, neither.
Hot, because you can catch a cold.
The fuck? He's a little too proud of himself for that one.
No, I didn't make it up. I found it on TikTok of all places. I mean, it's just dumb jokes like that.
I mean, that is...
It's little joke because you can catch a cold.
Hot because you can catch a cold. I mean, you're not wrong. You can catch a cold. Catching, yeah.
I think it goes, what do you call, what do you call a melted snowman? A glass of water.
A glass of water. A tall glass. water. Yeah, that's fucking funny.
Well, it's not the freaking what's his name?
As we're talking about global warming. Sorry, Jack Frost, you ain't coming back, bro.
Well, isn't that from Tangled? The fucking guy that's like he's like hitting on Rapunzel's mom.
Oh,
and then he's like,
"You're a tall glass of
water." Someone give me a tall glass of water.
And that is an old saying of being pretty, though.
Oh, okay.
Apparently. I did not know that, but it is an old saying of saying someone's good looking.
Anyways, but should probably do. Well, I know we're past half, but need to do the advertising. So if you guys haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already. We're at 49 podcast subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I'm almost 50, and whatnot. And Zach knows how to count. That's great. And then make sure to follow us on TikTok. Not sure how much longer that's gonna be on there. But make sure to go. Make sure to go support us over there. Yeah, they're trying to freaking ban a freaking social media app instead of trying to stop the school shootings. Anyways, but talk that talk.
We will dive into that when he's done.
Make sure to follow us on TikTok at Saturdays with the Boys Podcast. I think we have like close to 140 followers on there. But if you guys can do us a huge favor, I'm going to start putting the link for the Instagram account in the description. That way, because it's sad to say that we've made so much progress on TikTok, but with all this shit supposedly happening, we don't fucking know. So if you guys really do enjoy keeping up with us on the podcast as far as like the clips and stuff, I had a fucking stroke there.
Yeah, like when someone's playing the DJ at the because that's exactly what it sounded like. That was funny.
I'm fucking laughing because it really does sound. It really did sound like that.
Oh, you're totally gonna play that back. That's gonna be one of your. That's one of your TikTok shorts right there. That was hilarious.
Yeah. Good thing I didn't study on K and say KKK. Anyways.
Well, you just did. So. At least I didn't say it, and you go and then say. You just fucking backfired on yourself there, bub.
Please subscribe.
That was the advertising. There you go. Oh, God.
We are children of God, as you can tell. But anyways, but make sure to follow us on TikTok, and also make sure to go check us out on Instagram. I'll be putting up the same clips and stuff that you guys will see now, just so that we can continue our growth on there as well. Because we don't want to lose our progress, even though we might lose a bit of progress, considering that like audiences that might lose interest, yada yada yada. But for you OGs who really do tune into the podcast and whatnot, we appreciate you guys and whatnot. So thank you guys so much for that. And we've been doing this podcast for almost 3 years now. The 3-year anniversary is next month, which is crazy to think about. But make sure to do all that, and make sure to go subscribe to my main channel. I'm almost at 700 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Hit the link in the description. Stay tuned for all kinds of different uploads on me. I just kind of, if you want to see more of me, it's just kind of been me doing random stuff on there as far as like reaction videos and whatnot. But they seem to be helping out. You guys have been really enjoying that kind of stuff, so I'm going to continue doing what you guys enjoy, just because that's what's going to help get me out there in the internet world, I guess. But anyways, we got 12 minutes before we hit an hour. So anyways, back to our regular scheduled programming. What I knew you were gonna fucking do. Let's take it back a little bit. DJ Kelly.
Let's get it started and get it.
Could you imagine if they actually got someone to fucking stutter for that part?
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's pretty much what the DJ does.
Yeah.
So you go.
I'm my own personal DJ now that I think about it.
Yeah, you are.
My brain has a fucking stroke and I turn into a DJ.
That's funny.
I wonder if people who like freaking have Parkinson's. Can you imagine a person with Parkinson's doing fucking DJing?
Which one's the park? Oh, the one where they can't stop moving.
Yeah, like they're freaking doing that the whole fucking
Yeah.
time. They're just like, like damn, this shit's fire.
Oh,
The guy's like fucking.
Check out.
Like, oh, you're stuttering the sign language.
Actually, but have you seen that? Like, I've seen videos of people with Parkinson's as soon as they like smoke weed, like they'll take a couple puffs and all of a sudden their freaking Parkinson's goes away. They stop moving. I don't know if it's for everybody, but there is, like, you can look it up. There's a few videos where like they just take a cup. They they don't need the whole. Especially if they've never done it before, obviously. Like they just need a couple of puffs and it calms them down. It just goes. And then, I'm sure when they wake, it doesn't cure them. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure when they wake up, they probably. Yes. Probably, I hope not to that extent. That would suck. But.
Holy crap.
Fucking, what is that? Peanut?
Walter, yeah.
Oh, is that Walter from fucking Jeff Dunham?
Their hands are hanging on the palm trees. We love it here. You dumbasses.
That's funny.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Welcome to Walmart. Get
your shit and get out.
I actually freaking thought about that today at work. Someone mentioned Walmart, and for some reason that was my first instant thought. Which hasn't been my first instant thought of Walmart in a long time, because you hear the word Walmart quite a bit.
Yeah.
So I was like, fucking get your shit and get out.
They attract the weirdest people. And that couldn't be more true.
Walmart, yes.
I don't go to Walmart, so I wouldn't know. But sometimes I've been there. I do find that to be true. And from things I hear from other people, I'm just like, damn.
Well, no one cares when they go to Walmart. So you just, you know what I mean? Like, so you just got people all the way dressed in, like, decent clothes, all the way dressed in the fucking skivvies, dude. Like, some people are just wearing a cloth. No, I'm kidding. I'm pretty sure they have the no shirt, no shoe, no service.
This isn't caveman days.
No,
just put on a cloth and say, I'm good to go out. Okay, we're good.
Well, yeah, I forgot, but mention even when we were talking about the Neanderthals and all that. But can you just imagine, like, how strong we were?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Is it, like, talking about being a superhuman? Like, think about back then. Like, you had to be. We had to have, dude, because we weren't totally smart. Like, we might have had spears and stuff, but that's it. You know what I mean? Like, you had fucking mammoths, saber-toothed tigers, a whole bunch of other fucking creatures we probably didn't know about
mountain
around
lions.
that time. The saber-tooth. You know what I mean? They weren't mountain lions. The saber-tooth fucking tigers are huge. Yeah. Like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
it'll just show that, like, how strong we can really be.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, you have it where people are training. Like, there's literally, like, a fucking, I don't know how old she is. She's, like, maybe 14, 12 years old. And she's literally been training for so long to where she's got calluses enough on her hands where she fucking hits a tree. She can literally fucking shred a tree up by just fucking hitting it. She goes, and you literally see the park just go boom. But you're just like, it's a tree, it's a full ass tree, and she's just chopping it down for hands. You're just like, what in the hell?
Well, I wouldn't want to see if someone tries to piss her off.
Right?
Could you imagine fucking...
It's like parts of your skin just...
It's fucking more... It's like Mortal Kombat IRL.
Literally. Fatality.
Freaking rips off your balls and feeds it to you or some shit.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, but I'm just saying, like... It'd probably pretty cool. No, we're just lazy and let technology do shit for us. So this is what humans have gone to.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's bad. I like the bougie life. I like that. I mean, I still have to work every fucking day to make a living. But,
yeah.
I mean, I don't gotta. I mean, it's just because where I live, though. We still have third world countries out there. We still have freaking people that live in tribes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you, like the. Like, especially, like, the people, have you seen, like, there's the natives in Brazil still.
Yeah.
Like, because we can't. We still to this day. That's something I want to learn. I want to research a little bit more about Brazil. That's something else crazy. Like how we still can't really even explore Brazil just because of how indigenous and like wild it is. Like, isn't that kind of weird to think of? Yeah. Or is it just a place that we just completely avoided for some reason?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's another thing to think about. Like, we've gone everywhere else. Why not there? It's kind of like Antarctica. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I mean? So I feel like maybe there's a little something more going on there. Maybe. I haven't thought about that one yet.
Yeah. Shit, what
interesting.
Very interesting.
But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah. So, basic story from this podcast that you should learn that Jacob's a DJ, and there's a lot of shit out there that we don't know about, and you should do research and have your own backup. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just don't believe everything else people tell you. Think for yourself. We are smart people. You know what I mean? You just gotta believe yourself a little bit, but again, you know what I mean? I get, times are tough and you gotta look out for yourself, but just try to think about, you don't gotta go, it's not like go donate money. You don't gotta donate money, but even if it's just a little bit of time or just a little nice, try to do one nice gesture, one nice extra gesture a day, to some random people. I've come to learn now, like, that's really how you start meeting people and get to really, like, every person you meet is a chance to become like a best friend with. Right. You know what I mean? Like, and I just realized that from work sometimes, because you just be on the side of a road and some person just wants to talk and ask how, like, they either ask like they want aloe, how to get it, blah blah blah, whatever, etc. And you end up talking to them, and you know what I mean? Sometimes you just have full-on conversations with people and just realize, like, that's cool. Like, I'm literally in their backyard, like, pulling fiber, and they're just coming out, checking on me, and having a full conversation with me. You know what I mean? Right. Nah, of course, I won't be wrong. Like, you do have those people that fucking, like, yell at you, act like you didn't knock twice, and get a ladder to go over their fence, and they finally decide to come out halfway through a pole. But, like... Nah, man, like
get the fuck off my lawn.
There's some good people out there. You just gotta talk to them.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, if they act like they're too good for you or like busy and all that stuff, like, don't take it the wrong way. Maybe they're going through a tough time, but we can't. That's something we gotta learn too. We can't let our problems and we can't affect us in a way to where we lash it out on other people. I think that's a big issue.
Yeah.
I think a lot more people do. I think that's a lot more common a thing, unfortunately, than we really can think it is. Because, like, you lash out, you know what I mean? You don't really process it.
Yeah.
And then we just accuse each other, come out. You know what I mean? It's not a lot of people take the blame anymore. It's just that whole Spider-Man meme. Like, you did it, not me. This guy did it.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's end on a happy note. We got 2 minutes left. What do you got? I've been talking.
Always be kind. You never know if someone's being an asshole. You never know if their parents actually love them or not, or give them enough attention. So.
Or their parent just died.
Yeah. Or they're orphans.
Or you have no idea what's going on.
So. Or they don't even know how they were even born because they never met their parents. They're like, how did I get here?
How did I get here? No, they're not like that. It's basic science, but still, like, be good, be nice, especially after this year started, like New Year's and everything, with the freaking stuff in New Orleans that happened. And apparently there's a dude in London that did that too, that ran over people and stabbed people in London on New Year's Eve. Yeah. So, take care of yourself, watch your back.
He's like, just when they thought they were going to survive another year.
Right. Jesus. So bad, dude. You might want to edit that out. It's too soon.
Maybe.
You won't.
But hey, we laugh instead of cry, okay? We laugh instead of cry when it comes to those
we
kind of
do.
stuff.
Yeah, but
Even if it's fucked up,
wild.
but
that was crazy. But
it's jokes. It's jokes. I know it's a very fucked up thing that happened, and I straight condolences to the people who were affected and the people who died. Friends, family of all who was affected. My condolences. That's a very serious and very traumatic issue.
Yeah.
Or tragedy that happened. So just putting that out there. Trying to save my ass here for a second, but I'm probably it's too late now, bitch. You already dug your own fucking hole. I'm gonna use this in the next 10 years to get you canceled from the internet.
No, you're fine, bro. Like I said, TikTok's going down, so.
It's going
down. Going down that rabbit hole. They're doing it on purpose, by the way, because it's the only type of actual live news you can get from anywhere.
That's factual.
That's a person there too, because
because we get shit on. If you think about it, we get shit on there that we don't see on live TV.
We see shit they don't want us to see because they don't get to fucking put it in the way they want us to see it in their way.
Yeah.
And I know I said that in a very weird way, but
yeah. Anyways, we just hit an hour, so hope you guys enjoyed. I know this was more of the but less on the
joyful,
funny haha topics.
We went down a little bit of the conspiracy route, which we haven't really gone down before, but I feel like we're very
we have. One episode.
Oh,
it's been a little bit.
But I feel like it was for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like this one was my bad, but most of it. So
yeah.
But there's a lot out there, and
just like trying to think of things. I'm like, hey, you know our world is fucked.
You know our world is fucked. You know we're fucked. Like we've been, like that still blows my mind about the Egyptians and their like the Egyptian eye and like it like having a creepy resemblance like the temple eye for the Illuminati we see now, and it's just like that's weird. And then the Knights Templar.
I fully thought you ripped ass. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I did.
You did.
I'm sorry. I was really trying to hold it. That was a negative.
We're talking about like we're fucked. You just decided to rip ass live.
It's past an hour. You can edit out.
No, we need more funny moments. The fact that you just ripped
You're like, I can't edit out that smell though. Fuck.
I don't want to smell it.
I hope you don't want to smell it. That'd be weird. Smell my shit.
You smell what the Rock is cooking.
They're not dogs.
Yeah. I'm actually scared to breathe right now.
It should be good.
It should be good.
That Ray Robin brother.
Oh man, this must be smelling like fucking cow.
Man.
Anyways, hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already. Turn on notifications on to be notified for new episodes that we started. Because it's Saturdays with the Boys podcast. And all that good stuff.
Saturday.
And then make sure to follow us on TikTok while it's still here. Again, we don't know what's going to happen because we never know anymore. But
for 9 days.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then yeah, so make sure to go follow us on there, and I'll start putting the link for our Instagram page, since I just created that, which I should have just created that when we started the podcast, but oh well. So yes, make sure to do all those things. Also hit the link in the description to subscribe to my main channel as well. Almost at 700 subscribers, and you'll see more of me over there. I try my best anyway to post 3 days a week. I know that's not saying much. Like, that's only 5 or 7 days out of the whole fucking week. But I also work, but that's also no excuse either, because that's what every other human does on an everyday basis. So, anyways, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
We're gonna slide back that real quick. You want to talk about it?
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Not till next week. Like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, we'll see you guys next week. Zach, you got anything else you want to say besides letting it rip?
All I need to say one thing. Fucking sign off, bitch. Mic drop.